Good morning. Welcome to another episode of the Wealth Clinic Show. And today is going to be like last time. Last week we weren't here. So very sorry about that. We're going to start off with the stock market segments where we talk about earnings reports. We talk about the activities, gainers and losers yesterday. And of course, we're going to talk about how you can consolidate your certificate if you have certificates in multiple names. There are some people that have 3 names and they register it differently on different certificates. So how can you consolidate everything into one CACS account? Then we will go further into the business tip segment where we talk about customer service. Case in point, things you need to put in mind when you're attending to customers via telephone. All of this after the break. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's still the Wealth Clinic Show, and I have Ambrose Omodium with me in the studio. How are you, Ambrose? I missed you last week, though.
Yeah, we just thank God that I'm here today. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So let's begin with the update of yesterday. The markets closed. The Nigerian Stock Exchange, the activities closed with BOC Gas going 10% up. And mutual benefit 10% up, real exchange 10% up. When I saw the result, I was like, okay, maybe we have yabbed the insurance sector so much they are trying to perform now.
Yes.
We have like 2 of them on the 3 of them on the gainers chart, 10% up. Then of course Prestige Assurance also up, and Nimet also up, and topping the losers charts we have 11 PLC going as low as 9.96%, Fitsin down, Japol down, Restart down, and JS Bank down. Okay, so let's talk about the gainers chart. I know off the top of my head, looking at it, we see that many of these stocks are like the penny stocks.
Yes.
So
yes.
is the activity of you guys up, down, up, down, up, down?
Yes. If you remember that for the past, let's say 2 weeks, there have been pile up in the market. People were taking advantage of the rally. People were bought. If you look at for the last a week, or let's say a week and some days, what we call consolidation on the charts. The price are not going up, are not going down, just side trending, looking for what a great direction, either to break out up or down. And because we're expecting Q2 numbers, and at the same time, despite that the oil price international market has supported the sentiment in the market as we speak now, for it to move from $21 to about $41, it's a great thing that people are looking at. That means this economy will recover faster, even globally or Nigeria. But what we'll say that sentiment alone is not enough to hold the market now, because most of the stocks, if you look at their price to earnings ratio, they're becoming high. The investors are now factoring those expected results that will come out from the month of July. You can see that the market as well, people is being careful, and you can see why the top the penny stock, I call it Kobo stock, are the one leading the chart in terms of gaining, because these are stock people can enter easily with small money, and because there's a rule in Nigeria Stock Exchange that you must trade 100,000 units of stock before you can change price, and the stock that is selling for just 50 kobo or 60 kobo, you just need about just 50,000 naira to get that 100,000 units. You can change the price up and down. But investors also be very careful. Such stock can also stock you there, because if they want to sell, there will be no buyer. But now that we're enjoying the rally or penny stock giving us money, investors should trade it and be very careful. But you can see that the blue chips and those high cap stores are not on the gainer dinner, because people say that they have rallied to a level that, let's wait to see their second quarter result. But if I enter at this point, either I'll be stuck at this position, that people are waiting to see the result. Let it come back again. That's why I see people are not really taking position in those blue chips company and high cap stock, because the market is at the point of whether it pull back finally or not. But the uptrend continue. The possibility is very slim. But correction is what people are looking at. Let the market pull back, then people can now start taking position. For me, the market is not where people should start panicking. It's just part of the market. If market can rally for 2 months outside, economic fundamentals, after no fundamental, will tell you that sentiment are carrying the market to this level. That sentiment also will bring the market down a bit, because people are now patterning, prices have rallied so far, so fast and to a very level. Let's wait for a pullback before taking. For me, there's no cause for alarm. The market is still in order. It's part of the market.
Ambrose, there has never been cause for alarm with you. Every time, no matter how bad the market performs, there is no cause for alarm.
Yeah, because
you make a good medical doctor.
Because if you have a knowledge of investing in equity market, it's about information and you having your investment goal. So if you're an investor, you know kind of stock we are going for now. For a trader, that's why I can see that all those penny stock are moving, because traders are taking advantage of those prices and information that are coming from these companies, of corporate actions and all those. That's why I see their price going in and out. Why? They take advantage of that, and people will react to it, because that is human being for you. When you see a good thing, you want to identify with that good thing. But when you see a bad thing, you want to also run back. That's why people see good news from any company, they take position to enjoy that news. That's why I see all those companies that are releasing their either first quarter result now or full year. See, market is taking advantage. This company that have done well, this company have done badly. They treat you, if your result is bad, market will treat you the way you're doing. If it is good, market will appreciate what you have done.
Okay, so it's pretty sure, because FTSE and Resta were on the gainers chart like 2 weeks ago, and now they are on the losers chart. So it's just, will you now tell investors to watch out for stocks that are topping the losers chart? For those that want to trade, though, not long term, although at the end of the day, they will still have to be careful of which kind of stock they jump into, because I know for certain that these stocks on the gainers chart, pretty soon I'll see them on this other side soon. When the likes of you take up profits, when you're done taking the profits, it's coming back here. So then another thing is, given the rule of 100,000 units most price, are we now seeing that many high cap stocks are now looking like defensive stocks, because they're not really moving when it comes to price?
Many of the high caps are looking that, but people are taking advantage of, like what we say, that what we call rotational, sectoral rotation as quick now. There are sectors that have suffered losses. Because there's a lot, there is kind of attention moved to that sector, and also there's also that we see that despite the recession, despite the economic slowdown, this sector was going to do well. There are signs that potential, people are moving to the sector. So that means this sectoral rotation now we're seeing in the market will also go around. But we as an investor, because those big cap stock, as you just mentioned, those large cap stock, most of them cannot move because you need big money to trade them. But those that has fundamental, that even when their earnings are coming as expected, be positive, people are still buying them. But though like for example, now if you look at the Nigeria Stock Exchange, you see both MTN and Airtel are in the same sector, telecoms. But Airtel has remained almost for 5 months now flat at 298 naira 90 kobo. One, they are not trading volume of 100,000 to change their price. That's one. Two, people are saying that Airtel activities in the market, when they enter, they can't change the price because of the high price. But people are saying that MTN, because of the nature we're seeing now, the new technology-driven economy we're seeing now, people are taking advantage of that. This company has even gone to the market to raise commercial paper to expand their dynamics. They are seeing potential that what we want to do. People are not taking advantage of their low price on the equity market.
How much is MTN now?
MTN is about 118 now. And people are taking advantage of that. And also, this company, the first time they paid dividends of almost 8 naira to shareholder for the first time. And their first quarter result was not bad. And people are saying that, as their data sales going to increase because of what we've seen during the lockdown, so that everybody's going on e-commerce, and you need data to be on e-commerce, internet. See that activities of this telecom company, even that of Airtel will improve. But you see that Airtel is selling for almost 200, and why everything is around 118. It's cheaper to enter, and you see more value.
They're almost like
the same. But there are people saying that, oh, this one is selling lower, and I can see value for it. They are going for it, and that one is not moving, it's not changing, and activity there is still very low. For me, that is what the investors are doing now. I said that, like you just said, investors should just have information and invest intelligently. The market at any time, whether in a bull market, in a down market, there's always opportunity for you to make money. All you only do, know what you are doing, have investment goal. This is what I want to achieve in the market, and you go about it. If you also, you can go ahead again to subscribe for activities of those that are in the market that can help you to make money. If you want to remember, don't just sit down because you are invested. You sit down there and be sleeping. Before you know what you are bought can become zero. But when you invest, because you are interested in what you are doing, it's your hard-earned money. You put your attention to know what is happening in that sector. Ask questions. Consult people to see if your decision is right, or can I add to what I have? That is how to invest. You don't just invest and go to bed and sleep.
Thank you, Ambrose. Now let's look. Of course, the all share index was up by 0.34%, but on the top trades, mutual benefits actually top the chart, trading close to 100 million. That's about 99.450 units in millions. Was that normal trade or cross deals in between?
No, it's a normal trade because the number of deals is also high, so that people are really interested in getting mutual benefit. But I'll tell you, though, because mutual benefit does release their full year result.
And it was a good result.
Yeah, released their full year result 2019. And for a company to have earning per share of 36 kobo, and your price is selling for 20 kobo, they're bound to be attention. And also, if you look at the report, the company result is, for me, it met all the standard, so that this earning is good. The only thing that they've not announced dividend for shareholder.
Do you think they will announce?
No, they need to announce, because if they announce,
what if they don't? What do you think will happen to their stock?
One thing is that I will let them know, investors know today, when a company has such earnings, they are not announced dividend. It shows that the company is not liquid. And they say that the number is not real. If your number is real, you are having 36 kobo earning per share for a stock that is selling for below 30 kobo, you can afford to give your investors 10% or even 20% of that 36 kobo. It's your earnings, it's what you earn to compensate the investor for having confidence in your company, and that will also ginger your price up. And this insurance sector, yes, we're seeing a lot of activities in that sector because of the capitalization they are doing. But also, there's potential that because they are selling at a low price, people can participate, because it takes little money to get those stocks. But what you need to compensate to investor, because all the years most of these companies, insurance companies, are not paying dividend because they are not paying. If you are seeing an impressive number from such company, you need to compensate your investors for having more confidence in you, and you have made money. And also, for you to do a general insurance business, the capitalization is about 10 billion, and you have your shareholders fund already 13 billion. Then you don't need to say because we are making money, you want to keep. What are you keeping for? Out of 36 kobo, you need to pay your shareholders. That is why people are looking at it in case they want to pay that dividend. Because if you read their statement or their financial result they don't release, they said shareholders, the directors have not. Whether they will change tomorrow and do it, you don't know. That statement is what many investors are reading. As you see activities, a day before yesterday, they talked about almost 20 million offer.
Everybody wants to sell.
Yeah, but when the result came at the close of business that on Monday, then you see, on Tuesday, it turned, it now become on bid. What I say that investors are looking for where can we make money at this period.
So they better declare dividend.
Yes, they better. Because they need to send two signals. Even though they are stakeholders and not shareholders, know that, these numbers they are showing us are not real. Because if you are liquid, you have 30 kobo earnings, that means you have such as reserve. Because you are taking care of your tax already, you are taking care of your charges, operation, everything before you have earnings. Since you are taking care of your charges for the year, for 2019, your taxes, your interest, everything, you have done that, the depreciation of your business, you have done that for you to have earnings. Then if you are having 36 kobo against 20 kobo or 20 kobo that I closed yesterday, you can afford to give your investor, even if it's 5 kobo.
Let's keep our fingers crossed. But even looking at their full year result, 2018 compared to 2019, gross premium was up by 18%.
Good.
Profit after tax was up by 214%. What happened there? Was there an extraordinary income?
If you look at their result, I didn't see any that they sold any item. That means it's business. And also, if you look at that mutual benefits, actually, the way they do their business, even the way you see the market is different. And also, don't forget that 2 years ago they did right issue. that part of that is part of money there, which is also part of what we are saying now. That right issue is not like a sale item sold. Since the right issue they collected from investor to invest, I mean they're investing and also expanding their business. For me, the number is perfect. It met all the quality of a good company, because I think on this program that quality like this company, not is quality of value. You know how that it must have top line above 15%, which is we are seeing 18% already here, and also your bottom line, which is your earnings, must be also above 20%. We are seeing 200 and something here. For me, it's okay, and there are any per share that move from about just 20 kobo to about 36 kobo. It shows that this company is doing.
And it's less than 30 kobo.
I said they closed at 20 kobo.
Wow.
That's why I said.
That is so
That's why I said that, the shareholders, the directors should do something for shareholders, because they have confidence in them all this while. But there was a period for almost 5 years they're not paying anything. Now that you are seeing profit, you need to compensate those investors that have confidence to stay put throughout the technology. You are not making money. It's not just come result, no dividend. I think they should go to their boardroom now and think and declare something for shareholders.
Yeah, they should think about it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Prestige. They released their Q1 results, and good result too. Gross premium went up by 7%, and profit after tax went up by 3.67%. Now, look, when I saw those results and I saw mutual benefit, then I remembered the WAPIC.
Yes.
That brought out not so good results. I'm wondering,
even
they are playing in the same sector.
Yes, even out of what they call Cornerstone.
Yeah,
was not too good too.
I'm just wondering, so much. When you look at this one's so good, those ones so bad, same sector. So I'm wondering what is going on in that sector.
As you just mentioned, the Prestige business in Nigeria has been different from other insurance companies in Nigeria for a long time. Before now, Prestige is one of the leading insurance companies. This company has been managed by Indians, and all the Indian business in Nigeria, everything is channeled through Prestige Assurance. And the kind of number of Indians we have today in Nigeria. And also, Indian government over there has about 68% of Prestige in Nigeria.
Okay.
And another institutional investor that has good hold in there is Leadway. As also, all this one is part of what is supporting their price. Even when others were crashed to 20 kobo, 10 kobo, 30 kobo, Prestige are not going below 50 kobo within all the bad time. Now their numbers are showing, and also they have declared bonus of 2 for 11 for financial year ended 2019, and their first quarter result is also positive. You see, the market is also reacting to this good news. You can see the price have moved from 59 kobo to 60 to what it is when the result came to the market. This first quarter just came that same Monday, but their full result came last week with 2 for 11 bonus. On that note, the company itself, their business structure is well run, and when you see a white man running, whether India or but when you see a white man running business in Nigeria, they are more, how would I put it, is it more careful or more, how would I put it? I don't know how to.
Are you saying that we should look for companies that are run by whites?
No,
before investing.
Even in Nigeria, even any foreign investor in Nigeria, they consider those companies are run in Nigeria. Stock like Nigeria Brewery, stock like Cadbury, stock like Unilever, Nestle. No, but for the banks, that the banks are well managed, well regulated. On that note, any investor want to look at it, and also anywhere the world, the banking sector is the engine room of the economy. For that, people want to look at the world of the bank. But for that sector, check it. The ones who have white managing, foreign investors always jump into that. Why? They know that, but most of us Nigerians, the way we manage our business, I won't tell you.
Don't tell me. I have an idea. But that doesn't mean that doesn't mean it's generic. No.
For example, now let's look at there are some companies that
Fitson is not run by whites. I know it's a very good company.
There are some companies that have been they are owned by white, but not by like all this our Mobi, Total. They have Nigerian MD, but to have also white as their board of directors, because they are considering ideas, bringing ideas, things are better run. Check most of the companies that come to raise money on the market, especially the insurance sector. That's why corporate governance in our market should be. Look, that's why I believe that the new SEC should look at that angle. Corporate governance in Nigeria is something else. But look at all the companies that are being run by white in Nigeria. Their corporate governance to a level is up. Go and check corporate governance almost. It's not just being an MD in Nigeria, but your corporate governance matters. Look at the banks, their corporate governance. The banks keep to everything, but other companies in Nigeria that are listed, it's only few companies that are listed that are keeping to the corporate governance. And also, I believe it is where the regulators should sit up. Corporate governance, that will boost confidence more than any other thing. When I know that, as a shareholder I'm protected, and also I'm getting education of what I'm doing, you see, activity in the market will improve. That corporate governance is because a lot of things have happened in the market. Why today somebody become a chairman of a company, you are a board member of a company for like 5 years. Then they made you a chairman. Under 6 months, when you were chairman, you resign. And the regulators are not looking to say why this person resigned from this company. No query, you are not hearing anything. Why? That means there's something the person is just saying in that company that he can't bear, he decides to go. That means there's something coming on that's strong. What the regulator should look. And also, if you read that period that you are there for that short period, for almost 5 years, the company have not paid dividend. They made you a chairman under 6 months, be able to pay dividend, and that 6 months your results were coming regularly. But before the person was made the chairman, we are not seeing the result of this company. But immediately the person came on board, was able to give us numbers of what's happening in that company. And you know that as an investor, you need to feed on company's number, what is happening. Just like I said earlier, that if you send your child to school, at the end of the term, you bring a report card to show how the child has performed in school. So all these quoted companies, every quarter, tell us what we have done for that quarter. I tell you that it's not the number of car you use, your brand name, or the product you have. At the end of the day, the bottom line is your earnings. That is what investors want to look at. What is this company? Because it's rather earnings you can pay than dividend, but not earnings you can support your price to move from the market. And then when the person left after 6 months, I think it is done on the regulator to see what has happened. But today we think of sweep under the carpet. Not only that, there are some people that they want to do something, it does gangster themselves together, they get approval. No, that means you are putting some minority shareholders as if they are nothing because you're a major shareholder. These are the corporate governance is what you should press. That's why you look at them, as I said earlier, I'm not defending Nigerians or the white. Look at companies that have been run by this white, and also where Nigeria that has integrity, are chairman and all those ones. They keep to corporate governance. But there's a company in Nigeria that, as an investor, you'll be crying because some company they've not declared dividend for 5 years, but the earnings are enjoying. They're paying salary for themselves. They are trying outside Nigeria. Paying on why? But me as a shareholder in that company for 5 years, I've not received dividend because they are posting loss. But they are paying salary running the business. Shareholders be hearing story. No.
Yeah, well, you're a shareholder, like you always say that there's no love, no passion. So if you feel that this company is not doing well, why don't you just check out and go to another company?
That is why.
I mean, there's no gun to anybody's head. Okay, let's look at Beja Paint. Beja Paint, the revenue was up by 35%, and profit after tax was down by 21%. Okay, so this is mixed. I don't understand what happened between the revenue and profit after tax that went from profit up. I mean, Q1, quarter on quarter, it's 2019 versus 2020. And now something similar like that. Well, the other result was even worse. DNMEA was also down.
Same paint industry.
Paint industry. Is it that people are not painting anymore? Do they need to diversify and do something different?
Yeah. The paint industry actually, the economy situation also call for the sector. Like what we're saying that investors are doing what called sectoral rotation in terms of investment. Look at sector. The sector that that their activities is not essential. That is part of thing that people will keep first and do the essential.
These are people are not painting us.
People now when we are not paying school fees, when we are not eating, when there are something that are essential. And also look at the rate of estate development also slowed down because of the economy. For that, people are not buying more paint as expected. But apart from that, for a company to be able to grow their top line, it shows that they are breaking out to a new business. That means either their cost of operation at the same time or something else has eaten up their profit. If you expect that because of this season, don't factor in all those things, but let's give them that at the end of second quarter from their fourth quarter, we can be judging them. But let's do that because of the environment now. But for me, for investors to look the way of Beja Paint is a company that will be paying almost 60 kobo, 65 kobo dividend. But for 2019, they paid 25 kobo. I'm telling you, for me as an investor, I won't stay in that company because I can't be expecting to get 25 kobo for stuff like selling for 7 naira. No, and also their first quarter result, I also give you that, this year is not looking too bright. Then that is why I say investors should not just invest and just keep quiet. You should look at what are the factors that will drive the price of stock. You are there to make money. You are not there. Let's say that stocks are not like wife. You enter a stock when it's not doing, move out.
Even some people are checking out of the wife thing. Anyway, that's by the way. Okay, Resta revenue was up by 5.46%. Profit after tax was also up by 13.96%. And that stock has featured on top gainers for a while, though this week is on top loser. What do you think?
If you look at Resta, their business is all about logistics. And you know that this company also have diversified into agro business by moving agro product from interiors, and that is another good business they are doing now. Because if you remember that during this lockdown, food were allowed to move to any part of the world, and you know that during that period there was the Nigeria also the high cost of transportation. It's an advantage for this kind of company that they are the only one moving and they are organized. People can trust them now because their company, their courier was effective. People can use them to move goods and goods, and that is what it's about thinking. they've taken advantage of, oh, we're moving to agriculture as a nation, and food has to move from one point or the other. You know, they diversify, they bought a lot of equipment to track everything there, and they are doing well. For me, this stock is not bad, and at the same time, they've consistently in paying 40 kobo dividend for almost 2 years or 3 years now. And the stock is selling around 3 naira 50 kobo now. If a stock is going to pay you 40 kobo, no, you should know what you're going to expect, what kind of fee. But also the right issue they did last time has also diluted their earnings. You can see that even with the right issue, the earnings is still strong. That tells that the company is, because the number of shares that divided their profit after tax for the previous year 2019 was smaller, because the right issue was done last year. If you factor the right issue to what you are seeing now, I see that the result is becoming better for me.
In that sector, logistics, how many of them are there?
We have Resta, we have transnational is that sector, but these are the ones that are listed. But in that sector, I don't have
no, I mean listed.
Yes,
I'm waiting for the likes of GIG, for instance, to come, because in the real world, those guys are doing well. Well, okay.
We need to attract them to.
We need to attract them. Yeah, that's your job.
Yeah.
That's your assignment. Okay, Boa Cement, Q1 2020 revenue went up quarter on quarter by 25.13%, and profit after tax went up also by 26.1%. That's cement. Dangote Cement's result also was good. And what else do people use cement for aside building? Is there any other thing?
Construction of road.
Oh, okay. Because I'm trying to make a case for paint.
Okay. No. I think the cement is more essential. Why?
So you can afford not to paint your house?
Yes,
But you can do the road and not paint the road.
Yes,
okay.
the other infrastructure that you can do that without painting.
That's
but
true.
I know that once the infrastructure business, paint will work well, because the way the things are now in Nigeria, I think paint will come back again. But people are saying, let's do the essential things now. They know the things that are important. Let's do the needful first. But for like what you saw on the screen and the Boa result. Boa result is not a bad result. But if you look at the company that is selling for almost 43 naira, giving you, it is 58 kobo earning per share for first quarter. If you take a projection for the whole year, that means we're expecting an earning per share between full year around 2 naira 40 kobo. 2 naira 40 kobo mass, 2 naira 50 kobo mass. Then look at stock also. I want to take the three of them in that sector now. If you look at that of Dangote Cement, Dangote came up with their first quarter earnings of 3 naira 65 kobo. And WAPCO Hotel Lafarge Africa, is selling almost below 13 naira, posted almost 50 kobo earning per share for same first quarter. You can see now, and if you look at these results, their full year, 2 of them went back to their reserve to pay dividend. It's only this Boa company that pay nearly all it has for the year as dividend. Boa for full year has about 1 naira 78 kobo earning per share, and he paid 1 naira 75 kobo declared as dividend. And what's it called? WAPCO has about their earning per share is about 1 naira. It's below 1 naira. It's around 90 kobo, and they paid dividend of 1 naira. That means they've touched their reserve to make up the 1 naira to pay. And also, if you go to that of Dangote Cement, Dangote has just 11 naira earning per share for the full year. Well, they pay 16 naira dividend. That means they go back to their reserve to pay. Now, but for me, if you look at all this, also look at the shareholding structure of this company. No, I tell you that this is a thing we should know as an investor. Shareholding structure of this company. If you look at that of the Dangote Cement, about 80 to 85% is in one hand. One person is holding it. Dangote himself and the company. Dangote industry. If you also move to that of Boa and his company has about 96% of that company. That means Boa paying 1 naira 75 kobo is already paying himself. What I'm coming. It's a matter of number of children you have. The one that has small few number of children will eat bigger bread. But the one that has plenty children will eat smaller bread. Now, he's the one going to take the money. Then they can afford to declare everything they have as dividends. Yes, what is that as an investor, where is value among all this? Now, for me as an analyst, as an investor, you sit down, look at WAPCO, look at Dangote Cement, and look at Boa. Dangote Cement already has a plan, a scheme that is running for 1 year to buy back their share. And the price is selling around 139 as we speak now in the market. You as an investor, this stock has touched almost as high as 280 before now. That means we need to look at it. Now it's selling for 139 people. Investor need to start. Look at the WAPCO too. It's selling at a discount too. You can also look at. Also, if you look at BOA. For me, investors should take this. If you want more analysis of where to go, you can reach us at the investor tab.
Yeah.
But I'm giving you, just putting the plate on you on the ground now. We have WAPCO, we have Dangote Cement and BOA. These are cement company. And also, don't forget that government also, because of the low revenue government, that they are trying to cut down some capital project. The capital project is where this cement company also will participate. That you as an investor know where you should be now. The one that is buying back a share, you should know where to be now. If you need more information, you can just contact us. We'll not tell you where to
reach out to Ambrose. Thank you very much, Ambrose. We go on break, and when we return, we talk briefly about UACN unbundling, and of course, we treat the question about consolidating multiple names on your share certificates. All of this after the break.
iReports gets even better with SuperScreen TV. Stand a chance of winning recharge cards for your efforts. Send videos and accompanying description to this WhatsApp line on 0811 1776 314. Viewers can send footages of newsworthy items, breaking news, and other events, and have it feature on SuperScreen television. Stand a chance of winning recharge cards for your efforts. Send videos and accompanying description to this WhatsApp line on 0811 1776 314. iReports gets even better with SuperScreen TV.
Yeah, welcome back. And on this segment, I have a guest, Kanis Ubadu. He's from Morgan Capital Securities Limited. Welcome, Mr. Kanis. Mr. Kanis has been in industry for since 1806 or something, a long time ago. So he's got experience when it comes to certificates and all those stuff in between. And today the question is, a lot of people have this issue in those days when certificates were still reigning. So, example, maybe my name is Moses Olushola Akwande, so I have 3 names, first name, middle name, surname. But I bought some certificates and my surname first, middle name second, then last name. Some certificates I have my middle name, I bear the same name but mixed up. Now I want to open probably open a CSCS account, right? And I need to put all of it into one account. How do I go about it?
Yeah. Having multiple names, the first thing you do Actually, the registrar maintains the records of all you have, and then the before your name with multiple names to be consolidated into one single name, what you will do, you need to open a CSCS account in all those various names that have been existing before, and then after then you apply for the merger of those names into a single name, preferably the way you want it to be. And then which after once CSCS have finished doing that, then you go back to registrar where you equally apply to registrar. Because if you apply to registrar from the initial stage, the registrar will ask direct you to come back to CSCS and get it sorted out from CSCS and then come back to them. Once that is done, once CSCS is done, registrar will consolidate the account into a single one, the way you want it.
Okay, so each of those names, we first have a CSCS account.
It must have a CSCS
okay,
account.
then we will now put them together.
Into one.
Okay, then the certificate.
Yes.
Okay, so that's pretty easy then.
Yes,
Okay,
quite
that's fine.
straightforward.
Because a lot of people still have certificates at home. Someone actually told me that I don't even know what to do with it. I said, which stocks is Zenith? How can you have Zenith and you're telling me you don't know what to do with it? When did you buy it? You say you bought it when the list. Are you serious? The dividend? Oh, please. Bring it. Let us help you out. So, for those of us that have certificates at home, please don't think you need to frame it and keep it somewhere.
Yeah.
Even if you want to keep the stock, first dematerialize it into a CSCS account, that's a Central Security Clearance System. Have it online. You don't need to carry the paper around. Yeah. And for those that already have this certificate a long time, some of these companies have already declared bonus. Some have declared dividend. Your money is somewhere sleeping, not doing anything, and some of us are here saying we don't have money, and you have money somewhere with the registrar. Please bring out your share certificates, reach out to your stockbroker. They will open an account for you, get your CSCS account also, and help you with dematerializing the certificates into your CSCS account. And then you can begin trading, you can sell, you can buy more and all that. Now let's look at a similar case where women, for instance, got married and they change their name from their maiden name to their marital name. Or even if it's the man that wants to change his name to the wife's name. You understand? How would they go about such?
Yeah, usually it's quite common with women to get
Quite
have
common
their-
with women. You've not seen case of men. Oh, okay.
Just saying that.
When the man changing his name, then of course. So it's very often easier for women to always get their name changed because as a lady, probably you get married from you using your maiden name before, and now you are using your new name being your husband's name. So what you do is almost a similar situation with like multiple names issue we talk about. Once you have that kind of situation, you apply, of course you open account in your new name first. And then once that is done, then you apply to the registrar to inform them that you have a new name that you are bearing, and this is the name. You provide all the necessary document that supports to get the registrar confidence to get the name corrected and changed to the way you want it to be. That is just how it works.
Okay, so if I have a CSCS account existing in maybe my name, Olayemi Akonde, and maybe married Ambrose, or Ambrose has an account, Ambrose Omodion, they marries me, I want to change it to Ambrose Akonde, for instance. So he already has a CSCS account.
Okay.
So we have to apply, or we have to open another CSCS account in the new name.
No, if the new name is already existing,
Okay.
there will no need to apply.
If the old name is existing,
if the old name, of course, you must still need to change the name to your new name because
Okay.
your dividend, you probably must have a new bank account in that name, and
Okay.
the dividend that accrued from that name probably will not be clear from the old name.
Yeah.
So you must have an account in that new name, which the registrar will now change the old name to the current name you are bearing.
okay.
So it would help you in terms of when the dividends are being paid, you can easily get them clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's have your phone numbers so that people, in case people want to ask questions after the show.
Okay. My phone number is 080-238-36937.
Okay. Ambrose.
I want to quickly ask one question before we round up. Like you just mentioned, for those that are married, I think they need either their marriage certificate.
Yes, the supporting document.
Because you said the open account, they need all those.
They
Yeah.
provide all the necessary supporting document, the banker's confirmation, and then
That they will
your
know.
marriage certificate, or sworn affidavit, or newspaper publications. Those are the supporting documents that you must provide for a neighbor registrar to get the name changed.
Our time is
very
fast spent, and I guess we have to talk about the UACN by next week. But
no
yeah,
problem,
we'll
no
talk about
problem.
that next week and talk about customer service also next week. Thank you very much, Mr. Canis, for coming. Thank you, Ambrose.
Thank you for having
Let's
me.
have your number.
080-281-64085.
Okay. My name is Olayemi Akonde. My number is 006-44-89694. We want you to be wealthy, so when you have any question regarding capital market, it is not rocket science, and
Yeah.
people are making money every day, but also know that people are losing money every day. You need professional advice, so you can reach out to any of us, and we'll be very glad to actually answer your questions. This show returns same time next week. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day, and please still stay safe, because if Corona is out, there are other things outside there. So please stay safe. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for coming. Goodbye, and have a nice day. Bye.